What's up, guys? Today we're going to be predicting every award in the NBA for next season. Let's get into it. We're going to be predicting Rookie of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year, Most Improved Player, Defensive Player of the Year, and MVP. So let's go. Starting off, my Sixth Man of the Year is Jalen McCain. McCain was recently traded from the 76ers to the Oklahoma City Thunder, and this has really helped his development. He's become a great three-point shooter for them, and also a good defender. They only traded a first-round pick and some seconds for him. This was a great trade, and I think that he's going to be a great role player for them, even though he already was. I think that he can improve, and I think that he'll stay on the bench because of the elite guard rotation of Cason Wallace and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. But I think that he'll probably be the best sixth man next year, and that's why I have him winning this award. McCain is entering his third season, and he still has a bunch of room to grow. It wouldn't surprise me if he also wins Most Improved Player. Jalen McCain's three-point shooting, along with his all-around game and defense and playmaking, makes him my candidate for Sixth Man of the Year. And also being on OKC, which is one of the best guard rotations, means that he's going to be a sixth man, even though he deserves to be a starter. And that's why I have him winning the Sixth Man of the Year award for the 2026-2027 NBA season. My most improved player for next year is Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey was drafted to the Jazz last year in the 2025 draft class, and he had a great rookie season as he broke through and showed that he was worth that top 5 pick. But I think that he could be more next season, and I think that his improvement is going to be so much, it's going to rival other most improved players like Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He was already an insane player last year, and I believe that he's going to get much better. His playmaking can get a lot better with Lauri Markkanen and Jaren Jackson Jr. returning from injuries, and I think that the Jazz are going to be really competitive with all the players coming back, drafting Dalen Peterson, and I think that this team's all around going to be great. He also has a very underrated point guard feeding him the ball in Keontae George. The Jazz will probably make the playoffs, and I have them doing that in ranking the top 30 teams for next year video, which you should watch after this. But it isn't just about the team. Ace Bailey can shoot the three, he has a great mid-range game, and his finishing is elite. He can score on all 3 levels, and is super young. That's a pretty rare talent in the NBA. And he's also a good defender. Imagine how much better he could get next year. He's under 22, he's one of the best under 22 players in the league, and I think that he's going to be one of the best players for the future, and I think that will start out with the most improved player, and he can improve from there. And that's why I have him as my most improved player. Moving on to my Rookie of the Year, I have AJ DeBonster. DeBonster was the number 1 pick in the 2026 NBA draft, and he was amazing at BYU. He was the leading scorer in the nation as a true freshman. That is insane. His mid-range was so good, and so was his finishing. He's going to be an elite scorer in the NBA. He was also drafted to the Washington Wizards, and the Wizards kind of have a hole at the small forward position, even though they're going to be really good next year. I think that he can be a great fill-in at that small forward position, and that they can make the playoffs with DeBonster averaging at least 20 points. You also can't sleep on AJ DeBonster's shooting ability, as he isn't that bad of a three-point shooter, and he's an elite mid-range shooter. AJ DeBonster has tons of potential, and although he may not show all of it next year, he'll show flashes of being great, and I see him as my Rookie of the Year for next year. Also, if you look at the team around him, it's stacked, and it's loaded for him to be the best rookie next year. He has Trae Young passing him the ball, Bilal Coulibaly, who's actually an underrated player in the NBA, Alex Len and Anthony Davis of a front court, which is one of the best in the NBA, surprisingly. All of these complement to AJ DeBonster's skills, and I think that's why he can win Rookie of the Year. He's so talented and very young, and he has the great surrounding cast, where he can put up tons of numbers and lead to winning basketball. Now that's why I have AJ DeBonster as my Rookie of the Year for next year. Other players like Cameron Boozer, Darius Acuff, Caleb Wilson, Jalen Peterson could be pretty good. But I see DeBonster beating them out as he was the number 1 pick, and he's going to be insane next year for the Washington Wizards. My defensive player of the year, I have Victor Wembanyama. Wemby won the DPOY last year in a unanimous vote. And if he plays 65 games this year, I think that's his again. He's one of the best defenders this game has ever seen. And he's averaging around 3 blocks a game and a steal, which is very underrated. He is also leading the San Antonio Spurs. He led them to the finals last year and a really good record. And he's the defensive anchor of one of the best defenses in the league. Wemby's defense has always been effortless, with his wingspan being insane and him standing 7'5" tall. This award might not even be a question for the next 10 years. Wemby could be the best defensive player of all time. And it might be crazy to say this, but he could already be. Last year was one of the greatest defensive player of the year seasons of all time, and he almost won MVP, even though he almost averaged 25 points. He couldn't even average 25, but his defense was so elite that he was on the MVP ballot. So if Wemby plays all his games, and he doesn't get crazy worse, I think that this award is a lock for him, and he's basically the guaranteed defensive player of the year for the next couple of seasons. And that's why I have Wemby as my defensive player of the year for next season. Next up, my MVP is Jalen Brunson. This might be unexpected, with Brunson not even being a top 5 player last year in the regular season. But what we saw in the playoffs was insane, and I think that he can easily do stuff like that again. I mean, this guy won Finals MVP and Eastern Conference Finals MVP. He was insane in the playoffs. Even though he didn't have the best efficiency, the points he was putting up were insane, and the team around him was really complimenting his scoring ability. Now, before you comment that someone like Shea, Jokic, or Wemby should win it, Brunson is not that bad. He's going to be great next year. With after coming off a Finals MVP, he's going to probably average even more points. And we saw in that playoffs how good he was. He may not be the best defender, but his offense definitely makes up for it. His supporting cast also really helps him and makes the defense super good, with OG Anunoby, Karl-Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, and Josh Hart. Now this may not happen, but I have confidence it will. Jalen Brunson is an insane player, and he showed that in the playoffs. Now I think it's his turn to show it in the regular season and win his first ever MVP. And that's why I think Brunson's my MVP for next year. If you've made it this far in the video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and watch one of the videos on the screen.